Hello, welcome to Old Nerd Reads Marvel Comics in Order. This is episode 44. This time I read Invaders number 7. This is the first issue of Invaders I have in my collection. I think I only have 7 and 8 because it's Baron Blood and Union Jack related. And then I think I skip a few and then maybe have several through the end of the series. I can't remember now. I know that I have 7 and 8 though. But number 7 here is the last issue from July of 1976 from my collection. And this is the earliest issue of Invaders from my collection. Like I said, I have it because it's the first appearance of Baron Blood. This copy is very fine minus, I guess. It's a little beat up around the edges. Not bad. Not terrible. I have much worse. It's a little rolled right there. Yeah, the pages are a little yellowed. Maybe a lot yellowed down towards the bottom. But this is written by Roy Thomas, art by Frank Robbins and Vince Colletta. Vince Colletta, he was like the inker on everything at this time. But this was one of Roy Thomas's babies, this series. He got to play with the Marvel characters and put them back during World War II and create this team called the Invaders, which was a lot of fun. But basically, the Invaders are what? Captain America, Bucky, the Human Torch and Toro, the Submariner at this point. I guess in the issues before this, they were hypnotized by the Red Skull into becoming hatchet men for Hitler and company. And it's kind of soured everyone on fighting and killing. They seem to in this issue, even though they're still fighting the Nazis, they just don't seem quite as full of zest about it as they have been. And they think it's because they got shown the other side of the war when they were hypnotized in the issues before. But Human Torch, he doesn't really want to go hang out with Captain America, Toro, and Bucky in their civvies to unwind after a fight. He wanders through bombed out London, passes these two, one of which is a very lovely lady, and after he passes them, a shadow falls across them, and they're attacked. She screams, he hears, he turns into the Human Torch to go save the day. And here we have our first appearance of Baron Blood. He's attacked the couple. Torch is able to fight him off. And then he comes back to help the couple. The old man gets carted off in an ambulance, and Torch drives the girl home. And we find out that she is what's her name? She's going to be Spitfire here in a few issues, I believe. What is her name? I forget. But anyway, I think this is her uncle. He was the original Union Jack during World War I. Spybuster, here's the team that he belonged to. I don't know if this team was actually in comics back then, or if Roy Thomas put them together, made this up just for this issue. I'm not sure. But he's older now. And he tells the story of Baron they discover that the girl has bite marks on her neck. So they think that Hitler has gotten an ally in this Baron Blood character. So Torch has to go get the rest of the invaders. And Baron Blood attacks them when they're en route. But he, after they fight him off, he changes out of his costume. He puts in a big set of false teeth to cover up his fangs. He puts in a monocle. And the surprise at the end of this story is once the invaders end up at the mansion where the Human Torch is, we find out that John Falsworth is a member of the family. This person who is also Baron Blood is a member of the Falsworth family. So this is the cliffhanger. And the next story, Death and Life of Union Jack, is coming up in the next issue. I really like Union Jack. There was a good miniseries drawn by John Cassidy in the late 90s, written by Ben Robb. That was a 4-issue series. I highly recommend finding that if you don't know about it and you're a fan of Union Jack at all. That was a really good 4-issue series. And these old Invaders issues, of course, are great places to get some Union Jack and Baron Blood action. And of course, there's the great 2-part Captain America story. What was it, right around issue 250 with the Roger Stern writing and John Byrne drawing of Union Jack and Baron Blood. I think that 2-issue story is what turned me into a fan back in the day. But anyway, if you can remember the young lady's name, I think it's Jacqueline Falsworth. I can't remember. Comment it down below. And otherwise, like, share, and subscribe. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.